Hello everyone, welcome to another Follett House Friday. My name is Jeremy. I'm the Museum Services Manager for the Sandusky Library and Follett House Museum. I wanted to try and find something that connected with the 4th of July and this time of year. So I went through our collection to see if we had something that connected to the American Revolution, and I found something that I think kind of was a jackpot. We have two pieces of Continental Congress currency in our collection. One of them, this one was printed in 1775, and this one was printed in May of 1776. So actually both of these pieces are older than the American Revolution. The Continental Congress started printing money for a way for them to pay their debts. Now it's kind of interesting, this money, and we'll talk about the text a little bit, isn't money in the way we think of dollar bills that are in our pocket. This is kind of closer to a promissory note, that at some point in time in the future they would be able to trade these in for hard currency, for coins, which was the really trusted currency of the time period. Continental currency was okay towards the beginning of the war, 1775, 1776. As the war went on, the value started going lower because they weren't sure how the United States would do, and the British actually started counterfeiting this money to try and drive the value down. So by the end of the war, this type of currency was relatively useless, but they printed a lot. So the one that was printed in 1775 was part of a printing that equaled $3 million by order of the Continental Congress. The one that was printed in 1776 was part of $5 million printing. And the bills that they had were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, if I remember correctly. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at them and see what they say.
So here you can see the front of one of the $6 bills. It has a very elaborate border on it. It says $6 at the top. See where it was printed, which was Philadelphia, printed by Hall and Sellers in 1775. The middle is kind of faded, but what it was they took one leaf and they put that as the print in the middle. Now that was for more than just decoration, as is all of the border you see on it. That was done to try and stop counterfeiters. If you make it look too simple, then it's really simple to copy and reproduce. If you make it much more intricate like this, it's harder for people to make counterfeits of the bills. So it was all part of a method for to stop counterfeiters. If we flip over to the back, you'll once again see, and I can zoom out a little bit here, that it's once again very intricate again. The sides say Continental Congress. On either side, at the top it says the United Colonies, an intricate stamp again, and then there's a text. And the text is kind of hard to see, but I'll read you what it says. It starts with $6. This bill entitles the bearer to receive 6 Spanish milled dollars, or the value thereof in gold or silver, according to a resolution of Congress passed Philadelphia, November 29, 1775, and it's signed by 2 people. It is really, like I said, this is older than the Declaration of Independence. This is very early in our kind of founding of the nation's history when we were still going on. As I mentioned before, this isn't like money as we think of it today. This would allow the person to trade in this money at one point in time to get Spanish milled dollars, which were silver dollars made of silver. The Spanish money was considered at the time the best money. It was the most pure, it was best maintained at the time. Or it could be traded in for equal value of gold or silver. And that's what people really valued at that time period, was hard money, like I said, that was made of gold and silver, because they thought that had value. Paper money was or paper, however you want to call this, loans, debt to be collected, wasn't really well trusted, like I mentioned earlier, and that's part of the reason this currency kind of lost its appeal, lost its value as time went on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little history lesson. As always, if you guys have questions, leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have. I'll be watching the comments over the next couple days to see if there's anything I can answer for you. And as always, if there's any part of our collection or a theme or something you think would be really neat to look at, let us know in the comments. I'm more than happy to try and find things in our collection that meet what you guys want to learn about. It's fun for me to kind of dig through the collection and to be able to show off items that don't always get a chance to be on display. So with that, have a great day and enjoy your holiday weekend.